Hi guys, Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. So I'm going to knock out a review of the new Yeti Roadie 15. So those that follow my videos will know that I have the original Roadie 20, which is virtually a mini Tundra. It's much thicker and heavier than this guy, even though there's only a litre or so difference in capacity. So Yeti's here saying that this is a 22 cans only, if you're putting in cold cans, 7 kilos of ice only. So ice and cans, 12 cans. Now our cans here are 375 ml. So external dimensions are 42.9 centimeters across the top, a depth of 28.4 and a height of 35.6. So she's tall for the base diameters. So they don't recommend this for standing on because you might fall over, but it'll be fine for sitting on. Some of the other ones have a casting platform pad you can get, not for this one. Internally it's 34.5 wide, 19.10 deep and 26.9 in height. So weight of 4.4 kilos, which it is, and a volume by maths of 17.7 litres. There's a 5-year warranty in Australia. It is dry ice compatible. There is an optional cooler basket available for this in plastic. It doesn't come with it, of course, so you have to buy that extra, but there's a lip in here for a basket, which the original one didn't have, which the Tundras do. So the rest bare parts available, which is always nice. So on my scales I got exactly 4.4 kilos, and it's a pretty nice little cooler if you want to go to the game or a picnic. You're not looking to go, a long weekend or something like that. It is super portable, and I think for a tradie, it's got a lot of features going for it. It's lockable, as in you can lock it to the vehicle. The old Roadie had a stack of holes for a long staple padlock. You can buy a kit for this, but it doesn't come with one, so if you're worried about the contents, but at least you can tie it down and you can use a locking bracket on this one, which you couldn't on the Roadie 24. So I think for a tradie or weekend warrior that wants to go a quick overnighter, this would be a good little cooler. Now I was surprised to see it is half the weight of the old Roadie 20, and there's not much difference in the volume. So the walls on it are significantly thinner, as is the lid, so that'll affect its performance. Now the smaller the cooler gets, just volume to surface area, they'll never last as long. So I expect this will probably outperform any of the soft coolers. Right guys, we'll do a volume test. So it weighs 4.4 kilos empty. So I'm going to fill it up with water. Now when you math out the internal measurements, it should be about 17.7 litres, but I wish all cool manufacturers would just tell you what the capacity is. Just fill it full of water, weigh it, and we all know exactly what it is. That's full. I can shut the lid, it stays in. I can't shut the lid, it's not in. So 19 litres. Right guys, take 2. So I had a weight of 19 kilos. I thought I'd teared off the baggage for the 4.4. So go that again without tearing it off. We'll do it by straight maths. There again, chocker's full. Now the strap is wet, which might affect it a little bit, but I couldn't imagine too much. $19.18. Now we know the cooler says 4.4, so not quite 15 litres, awfully close. So there it is there. So the measurement, the volume calculation is off by the internal dimensions. So we'll call it a 15 litre, just barely cooler. Right guys, the ceiling lip around here is very different to the original Roadie. That was basically a raised flat area and a different style of gasket completely. So this is the original Roadie. It had the broad gasket. Now I had to put some paracord in behind this gasket because even in a moving car it was sloshing out. So it's completely full. Some of the water. So these have got the more up-to-date latches. I'll move you back and I'll flip it over and see how much it leaks. Now they don't say it's watertight, so if it falls over it's going to work. But how badly it leaks, we don't know. And the answer is quite a bit. It's probably better than the original Roadie out of the box, but something to keep in mind, if this is in your car you want to keep it upright. Right guys, now the original Roadie had places where you can put a padlock staple on. Yeah, now it's only plastic so you can cut it off, but straight out of the box, a long handle, long staple padlock, you could lock it up. So with this one, you've got, if you want to lock it, you've got to buy a plastic piece. Now the 24 had no way of locking it, so at least that's an option. Now it's got good spaces to put your fingers in to carry it, which is good. Now it's also got this inner lip, which at the moment is underwater. So you can get a plastic basket for this, doesn't come with it. So that's an additional purchase. And so it's got tie down points, which is brilliant for carrying in the back of the trucks. That means the standard Yeti lock brackets will fit, or you can make your own. So securing it in the back of a vehicle, which is a really important thing, you can do. That's all good. I do quite like these catches compared to the T-Rex. So it's got a much bigger drain plug than the original, so much easier to handle with cold hands or fingers. We'll have a crack at this. So straight away it's coming full out. So it's certainly going to be rapid. I thought there may have been a little hole in it, which there's not. So full send. Some have a little like cross-drilled hole that you can just drain off the water slowly. That's going full send, as you can see. I think with the lid closed, you expect some vacuum lock as well. Straps is adjustable on both sides, and there's an additional handle here, so if you shorten it right up, guys, this is the loop. This is the loop fully shortened. It seems to be a captive strap, so you can't get it to go hard down, which I prefer, because that would be a much better way of carrying it than this. So I really like the handle on the old Roadie. This big metal bail For a construction worker, this is really good. Yep. Do the job. On the base, it's got a couple of cutouts to help you tip it over. It's got the non-slip feet. These feet are brilliant. They're good there. Handles on the end, as I previously mentioned. I haven't taken the plastic off it yet. So it's got a lot of features packed into a very small and portable cooler, guys. Right guys, someone's out there killing each other. Now I notice there's a huge difference in the weight of these two coolers. So this one's just over 7 kilos and that one's 4 and a bit. You wonder where the difference is. So this is 3 litres bigger. That doesn't seem to account for nearly 50% heavier. Right guys, I'm curious now, how can there be a 50% weight disparity and only 3 litres difference in capacity? Now let's have a quick measure of this. The highly unscientific method. So this lid's about 45 mil thick. That's at 1 3/4 inches for you guys in America. And about 2 inches on the body. Maybe. I've got to measure it. I'll measure it through the drain hole. That's sort of the best way. I'd call it about 30 mil on the wall. This is about 2 1/4 inches on the lid. About 57 mil. This is about 50 mil thick. So thinner lid, thinner walls. That means its insulation is not going to be as good. This is basically a cut down Tundra, and this one isn't. This is a lighter cooler, as in insulation, power and stuff, but certainly more portable than the other. And no doubt this will affect its performance. Right guys, went down and bought a regular 5 kilo bag. It actually feels a bit wet. Yeah, much wetter than usual. There's a big variation in party ice depending on where you buy it from. Anyway, temperature in the back of the car is 15, outside 16, so a couple of weeks past the winter solstice here. Not the best quality ice I've ever seen. It's already slightly wet. Anyway, I've got it now. Apologise for the unsteady camera work. But there it is there. So room for a few drinks on top. It'll certainly settle down pretty quick. And I'll come back and look at it again tomorrow. Oh guys, this ice it's barely frozen. Normally it comes out of this freezer at about minus 18. I said it felt wet when I bought it. Not happy, Jan. Right guys, it's been 3 days. Now the weather has been mild here in Western Australia. But I've been using this cooler as intended with drinks and stuff. So there's still a good amount of solid ice, but there's a lot of water. So this cooler's long enough to take a 2 litre pop bottle, or in this case filling a milk bottle this way, but not standing up. Doesn't quite have it. It's awful close, but not quite. So it just makes the milk bottle just, yeah, just. So considering that the ice wasn't particularly deeply frozen when I started this, 3 days is solid. Alright guys, it's been 4 days. I've just drained off the water and I'll weigh the ice and see how much we've got left. But considering how wet the ice was when I started, that's a pretty solid performance. So daytime temperatures have been around 26-28 Celsius, overnight between 8 and 10 and 12. So cool for my conditions, but a solid performance. So I've just weighed the remaining ice and it's 1.5 kilos exactly. So that's a pretty solid performance considering how rubbish the ice was. And going forward, I think I would use homemade block ice. So this is a Peter's ice cream tub. It's about 1.8 kilos of ice cream, but it's a perfect fit. That's that guy there. Righto guys, rounding it off. If you're looking for a small portable cooler to take to the game, maybe a quick weekend away, packed with block ice, this could probably keep your milk and important stuff cold for a long weekend easily, in virtually any weather. And I think it's packing a lot of features in a really compact and tough size, so it will outperform your soft coolers, and you can sit on it and what have you around the campfire. I think it's a good addition to the line. It's not as heavy duty as the Tundras, but it makes up for that in ease of carry and portability. Anyway guys, if you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.